Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SophieTalk, the show that helps you improve your English in a natural and enjoyable way. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Leo. Hello, everyone. Really happy to be here today.
Leo, how was your morning?
Honestly, I sat down to study English for 30 minutes. I made tea, opened my notebook, and then somehow watched cooking videos for an hour.
So you studied nothing, but now you know 3 new pasta recipes.
Exactly. Very useful. Very English.
Well, today's episode is actually for you, Leo.
Oh? What are we talking about?
How to practice English every single day without getting bored halfway through.
Oh, that's something I really need. Let's go.
But first, a small favor before we start.
Yeah, if this podcast helps you, please like this episode, subscribe to SophieTalk, and share it with a friend who is also learning English.
Especially that friend who downloads every English app on day 1 and then never opens them again.
7 apps, all still on my phone, all completely untouched.
We all know that feeling. Sometimes it's us.
Very true. Okay, Sophie, let's get into it. Why do people get bored when they study English?
That's a great question, and the answer might surprise you. People don't get bored because English is hard.
Really? Then why?
They get bored because they are studying English like it is medicine, something unpleasant that you must take every day.
Medicine. That's a strong picture.
Think about it. You sit at a desk, you open a textbook, you read grammar rules, you write exercises, you check the answers, you close the book, and you feel nothing.
Yes, no joy, just done.
Exactly, and your brain remembers that feeling. So the next day, your brain says, "Oh no, not that again."
And suddenly I have very important things to do, like reorganize my kitchen.
Yes, suddenly everything is more interesting than studying.
So the problem is not the language, it's the method.
Exactly, and today we are going to fix the method, not with 10 complicated strategies, just 5 simple shifts that make English feel less like medicine and more like something you actually enjoy.
5 shifts. I'm ready. Let's go.
Shift number 1. Stop studying English. Start using it.
Wait, stop studying? That sounds like very bad advice for an English podcast.
I know, but hear me out. There is a big difference between studying English and using English.
What is the difference exactly?
Studying means you sit down, open a book, and think about the language. Using means English is just happening while you do something else you enjoy.
Can you give me a real example?
Of course. Do you like cooking?
Yes, clearly, we talked about this.
Right. So instead of studying food vocabulary from a list, you watch your favorite cooking video in English.
Oh, so I learn the words in context, not from a boring page.
Exactly. Your brain connects the word to the real thing, to the smell, the action, the feeling. That connection is much stronger than a translation.
So the word stays longer.
Much longer. Think about it like this. Imagine you're learning the word simmer.
Simmer, like cooking slowly on low heat.
Yes, if you read that word in a vocabulary list, you might remember it for one day. But if you hear it while watching someone make a beautiful soup and you can almost smell it.
I remember it forever because I was there.
Exactly. The memory has color, it has smell, it has feeling. That is how real learning works.
Okay, so shift 1 is find something I enjoy and do it in English.
Perfectly said. It could be anything. Cooking videos, football commentary, travel vlogs, true crime podcasts, comedy shows, anything.
Even gaming videos?
Even gaming videos, absolutely. If you enjoy it, your brain stays open. If you are bored, your brain closes the door.
My brain has closed that door so many times.
Most learners have, but from today, we leave it open.
Okay, I have a personal story for this one actually.
Oh, please, tell us.
So, a few months ago, I started watching a British baking competition in English, no subtitles.
Oh, that's brave. Baking vocabulary is not easy.
It was really hard at first. I understood maybe 60%, but I was so interested in who would win that I kept watching anyway.
And what happened after a few weeks?
I started understanding almost everything. Words like soggy, laminate, prove the dough. I just knew them without studying them at all.
Because you were living inside the language, not looking at it from outside.
Exactly. And I actually looked forward to watching. It never felt like homework.
That is the whole point of Shift 1. English should feel like something you choose, not something you have to do.
Beautifully said. Okay, what is shift number 2?
Shift number 2. Make it embarrassingly short.
Embarrassingly short. How short are we talking?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? That is almost nothing.
Almost nothing is exactly the point. Think about a candle, Leo.
A candle. Okay, I'm imagining one.
If you want to light a candle, you don't need a huge fire. You just need one small flame, just enough to get it started.
And once it's burning, it keeps going on its own.
Exactly. 5 minutes of English every day is your small flame. It keeps the habit burning without exhausting you.
But Sophie, can 5 minutes really make a difference?
More than you think. Here's why. The hardest moment in any habit is not the middle. It is not the end. It is the beginning.
The beginning, just sitting down and starting.
Yes, most people never start because they think, I only have 5 minutes. That's not enough. So they do nothing instead.
And nothing is definitely not enough.
Exactly. But 5 minutes? 5 minutes of listening to one English conversation, 5 minutes of reading 3 paragraphs, 5 minutes of repeating 10 sentences out loud. That is real practice. That counts.
And sometimes 5 minutes becomes 15.
Almost always. Because once you start, the resistance disappears. Your brain shifts into English mode, and suddenly stopping feels strange.
Yes, that happens to me with music, actually. I say I will listen to one song, then 1 hour passes.
Exactly. The candle is burning now. You don't want to blow it out.
So shift 2 is set a tiny goal, 5 minutes, no pressure.
And if you do more, wonderful. If you do exactly 5, that is also wonderful. Both count. Both build the habit.
I really like that. Both count. No guilt either way.
0 guilt. Guilt kills habits faster than boredom does.
That is a sentence I need to remember. Guilt kills habits faster than boredom does.
Write it down if you need to. It's true. Every time you feel guilty for missing a day, you make the next day harder to start.
Because the bad feeling is waiting for you at the door.
Beautifully put. So instead, we keep it small, we keep it kind, we keep it consistent.
Small, kind, consistent. Got it.
Shift number 3. Talk to yourself.
Ha, Sophie, people already think I'm a little strange. Now you want me to talk to myself?
Yes, completely. And I promise it is one of the most powerful things you can do.
Okay, tell me why.
Most learners only use English when someone is watching, in class, in a test, with a teacher. So speaking English feels like a performance, like standing on a stage with bright lights.
And the nerves come and the brain goes blank.
Exactly. But when you talk to yourself, there is no stage, no lights, no audience, just you and the language.
So it feels safer.
Much safer. And safety is where fluency grows. Think about a child learning to walk.
Okay, a small child taking first steps.
Do they practice walking in front of a crowd first?
No, they fall down in the living room with nobody watching, again and again.
And slowly they get better because they had a safe space to fail. Your bedroom is your living room. Your inner voice is your first steps.
I love that picture. The bedroom as a safe practice space.
Yes, and what do you talk about? Anything. Describe what you see around you. My coffee is getting cold. I should drink it before it's too late.
Ha, very relatable. Very important information.
Or you can narrate your day. I just finished lunch. It was good, but maybe a little too salty.
Or give opinions, like a tiny podcast in your head.
Exactly. Or a tiny podcast out loud. The important thing is the more you speak English in private, the less terrifying it feels in public.
It's like rehearsing before the big show, except the rehearsal is every day.
Every single day. And the show gets easier and easier because you have practiced so many times already.
I actually tried something like this once. I narrated my morning routine in English, like a documentary.
Tell us about it.
I said things like, Leo reaches for his toothbrush. He considers the flavor of the toothpaste. Mint again, a classic choice.
That is genuinely excellent practice disguised as comedy.
It made me laugh, and I actually remembered the words much better because it was funny.
Yes, laughter is a memory tool. When something makes you smile, your brain pays more attention. The words stick.
So being funny in English is actually good for learning.
Completely. Use humor. Use drama. Be the narrator of your own life. Your English will grow faster than you expect.
Okay, shift 3 is talk to yourself in English. Narrate, describe, give opinions every day.
And no judgment. Wrong sentences are fine. Awkward sentences are fine. The only bad sentence is the one you never say.
The only bad sentence is the one you never say. That is going in my notebook.
Good. Now shift number 4.
I'm ready. What is it?
Shift number 4. Change your phone language to English.
Oh, that one sounds a little scary, actually.
I know, but think about how much time you spend on your phone every single day.
Too much. Way too much.
Most people spend 3 to 5 hours on their phone daily. 3 to 5 hours every day.
That is a lot of English exposure if the phone is in English.
Exactly. And here's the beautiful thing. You already know what the buttons do. Settings, camera, messages, gallery, share. You don't need to translate, you just switch.
Like changing the wallpaper, except the whole language.
Yes, and at first it feels strange, maybe a little uncomfortable, but after 3 days it becomes normal.
And all those small words you see constantly, they just become part of your brain.
Exactly. Words like notifications, allow, remind me later, storage almost full.
Storage almost full. I see that one every day. Now I will know what it means in English, too.
Yes, your phone is already teaching you. You just need to let it do it in English.
Okay, but Sophie, what if I accidentally delete something because I pressed the wrong button?
Leo, your phone has had the same basic layout for 10 years. You'll be fine.
You're right. Okay, I can do this.
And you can also change other things slowly. Your music app, your maps, even your alarm labels. Wake up, Leo. Time for English.
My alarm actually says that now. Well, it says please no, but same idea.
Perfect. The point is, you're building a small English world around yourself without sitting at a desk, without opening a textbook, just by changing the language your eyes see every day.
Passive learning, but consistent.
Yes, and consistency beats intensity every single time. 1 hour of English once a week is far less powerful than 5 minutes of English every single day.
Because the brain needs repetition, not marathon sessions.
Exactly. Small drops every day fill the glass much faster than you think.
Small drops every day. Beautiful. Okay, Sophie, so we have 4 shifts so far. Stop studying, start using, keep it embarrassingly short, talk to yourself, and change your phone to English.
Perfect summary, Leo. You have been listening closely.
Maybe I'm getting better at this.
You definitely are.
And now, shift number 5, the last one.
I feel like this one is going to be special.
I hope so. Shift number 5 is this. Find one English friend, real or imaginary.
Imaginary? Sophie, now you really want people to think I'm strange.
Let me explain. An English friend is simply someone you use English with regularly. It could be a real person, a classmate, a colleague, someone you met online who is also learning.
And the imaginary part?
If you don't have a real person yet, you can write English messages to yourself, a diary, a voice note, a pretend conversation.
Oh, like writing a letter to a future version of yourself in English.
Exactly like that. And it works because language is social. Our brains learned to speak because we needed to connect with other people.
So studying alone in silence goes against how language actually works.
Perfectly said. Language needs a reason to exist. A message needs a reader. A sentence needs someone to hear it.
Even if that reader is future me.
Even then, future Leo deserves good English.
He does. He really does. Okay, but what if I find a real person? What do we talk about?
Anything you both enjoy. The goal is not to practice grammar together. The goal is to just talk, in English, about movies, food, plans, opinions, jokes.
And the English improves naturally while we're focused on the conversation itself.
Exactly. You stop thinking about the language, you start thinking through the language. That is the moment fluency begins.
Thinking through the language, not about it. I really like that.
And if you make mistakes, that is completely fine. In fact, it is necessary. Mistakes in a real conversation teach you 10 times more than exercises on paper.
Because the correction means something. It happened in a real moment.
Yes, you remember it because it mattered, not because it was on a list.
Okay, so shift 5 is find a real or imaginary English friend. Use the language with someone or something that gives it a purpose.
Beautifully said. And that brings us to the full picture. 5 shifts all working together, not as 5 separate tasks, as one simple way of living with English every day.
It sounds very different from sitting at a desk with a grammar book.
It is completely different, and that is the point. The moment English becomes part of your day instead of a separate block on your schedule, boredom disappears.
Because it's not a task anymore, it's just life.
Exactly. English as life, not English as homework.
I think I need that on a poster.
Me too, actually.
Leo, we used some really useful words today. Maybe we should slow down and talk about them.
Yes, let's do a small word tour before we finish. These words are important if you want to talk about learning and habits in English.
First, we said the word exposure.
Yes, exposure means being around something regularly so that it becomes familiar. For example, watching English videos every day gives you more exposure to the language. Or, I improved my listening because of daily exposure to English podcasts.
Then we talked about consistent and consistency.
Yes, consistent means doing something regularly, not just once in a while. For example, 5 minutes every day is more consistent than 2 hours once a week. Or, the key to fluency is consistency, not perfection.
We also use the word fluency.
Yes, fluency means speaking or writing a language easily and naturally, without stopping to think too much. For example, I don't have perfect grammar yet, but my fluency is improving every week. Or, fluency comes from practice, not from memorizing rules.
Then we said the word narrate.
Yes, to narrate means to describe what is happening, like a storyteller or a documentary presenter. For example, I narrate my morning routine in English to practice speaking. Or try to narrate one activity every day in English.
We also talked about resistance.
Yes, resistance is that feeling that makes you not want to start something. For example, once I start studying, the resistance disappears. Or the hardest part of any habit is pushing through the resistance at the beginning.
And we use the word passive, like passive learning.
Yes, passive means happening in the background, without active effort. For example, changing my phone to English is a form of passive learning. Or passive exposure to a language still helps your brain recognize patterns.
And one more, we use the word intentional.
Yes, intentional means doing something on purpose, with a clear reason. For example, I want to be more intentional about how I use English every day. Or, intentional practice for 5 minutes is better than distracted study for 1 hour.
If you didn't catch every word, that is completely fine. You can listen to this part again slowly.
And if you want a small challenge, choose one of these words and use it today. Say it out loud, write it in a message, use it in your inner English voice.
That is like sending your English brain to the gym. A very short, very friendly gym.
Yes, a gym with no pressure and no dress code.